So it's getting colder in the north, so I thought we'd have a little bit of a different Yarn Scrap Friday today. A little bit of self-care, cozy, and easy, quick, chunky, perfect for beginners. We're going to be making a ear warmer headband. So we're going to be using a super bulky, super chunky yarn, so it works up really quickly, and this is a yarn weight of 6, and with that we're using quite a big hook, a 10mm crochet hook, and also going to need a pair of scissors and a yarn tapestry needle as well. Okay, so let's begin. But before we start this tutorial, I would like to talk about our sponsor today. We don't have many sponsors on this channel, as you know, if you've been following us for a long time. So this is something quite special. Now, if you are a long-term crocheter like me or crafter in general, you'll more than likely have experienced hand cramps and neck pain and backache and all the stuff that comes with crocheting for a long time. And I came across Bob and Brad, who are sponsoring us today, YouTube channel quite a few years ago when trying to get some relief for shoulder pain and even some physiotherapy for my ankle when I broke it last year. And Bob and Brad are two quite famous physical therapists on YouTube, and they really wanted me to share with you their new hand massager. Now, you couldn't get anything more perfect for crocheters, and believe me, once I tried this, yeah, I fell in love with it. So we're going to talk about this very briefly. Okay, so this is the Bob and Brad hand massager, and what I love about this product is it's completely portable, so you can just put it next to your yarn area on the sofa. It's super convenient, and you just charge it with a USB charger, and it comes with some nice hygiene gloves. So I have one here, and I'll just put my glove on because inside is like a glove, so you've got different compartments for your fingers, and it works with both hands, so either direction. And let's just switch it on. So it's very simple. You've got 3 different intensities, so it's 3 different levels. This is just level 1, and the different colours represent the different massages, and it lasts about 15 minutes. It also has a heating option. Oh, it's so good, to the point that it's actually quite difficult to talk about this product because I'm just enjoying a hand massage. But the one thing I want to say about this is we tried this on my mum, and she was happy for me to share this information. My mum has really bad osteoarthritis in her hands, to the point she can't make a fist, and she has a lot of fusions of the bone, so she can't crochet anymore. She can still just about knit, but she hasn't been able to crochet for many years, and so she gets a lot of stiffness on top of that, and achiness and pain. And in the morning she can't connect these 2 fingers, they just won't connect. And we tried this on my mum, and I kid you not, she noticed a huge improvement. She was able to have a lot more flexibility in her fingers. So our first sale of this actually was to my mum. We actually bought her one because it had made such a difference with her hands. So that was so lovely. So she absolutely raves about this. And it's just so nice for me because if I'm working a lot on a big project, I do get very, very achy hands, even though I don't have arthritis. And with the cold weather coming, it does make a difference. So I feel really blessed to have this sponsorship today, and I'm just super excited. Feels like having a real hand massage. I literally feel like Bob and Brad are the other side giving me a hand massage. It's really lovely. It's really nice, and I can't recommend it enough. So I will put links below if you want to go check out where you can get this from, depending on where you are in the world. If we have a discount code, I think we do, we'll just check that and we'll put that in the description below as well. And I'm just going to enjoy this hand massage for another 15 minutes, but I guess you want to see the tutorial, so let's begin. Now the trick to this is we're going to be using the single crochet foundation stitch. So this pattern's in US terminology. So in UK terms, that's a double crochet. And the reason for that is we want it to be a little bit stretchy. You can just do normal chains at the beginning, but it'll create a tighter edge. And we want it quite springy because it's a headband. But I'll show you how to do it. What we're going to do is we're just going to chain 2 to begin, and then we put our hook into our first chain and bring the yarn through, But what we're going to do is we're going to create the foundation chain as well as the single crochet at the same time. This might be familiar to you already, but just for beginners, I'll go a bit slower. So we're going to yarn over and we pull through that first loop only. That creates the chain. Now we do our single crochet, we pull through both loops, and that's a single crochet foundation stitch. Then our next stitch we put into that chain we created on the edge. So we're going to put a hook under both loops like that, bring the yarn through that foundation chain, and we do the same thing again. We create a foundation chain by pulling through the first loop only, then pull through both loops to do your single crochet. Now we have another foundation chain. And if you lose track, and you might think it's this bit here, you just need to count this loop over, that doesn't make any sense. Count this loop, and then it's the third loop over, which is your foundation chain. Explain that terribly. So we put a hook into there for this next one. Bring the yarn through, and then we create another foundation chain. So just chain one like that, and then yarn over, pull through both loops. Then to find your next foundation chain to work into, we count over 3. So not this one, but this one. It definitely helps working with a chunky yarn. We can see our next foundation chain. Let's bring the yarn through there, create another foundation chain, and then pull through both loops. I have done a video on the foundation stitches in more details if you want to go check that out for all the different types of ones, half double crochet and the double crochet foundation stitch. But we want to create 40 of these, but this will depend on the size of your head. So just create enough of these so it wraps around your ears and around your head comfortably. For me, it was 40 foundation chains. But you might need more or less. So I'm just going to create 40 for me. Just keep repeating these single crochet foundation stitches. Okay, you can see them coming together. So just repeat that until this wraps around your head like a headband. So I like it over the ears, so just keep doing that until it fits. 39, and I need just one more to make 40. You might need more or less than me. There we go, one more single crochet foundation stitch. Okay, so this should now measure the distance around your head. And what we're going to do is we're going to create this really soft ribbing texture here, which makes it nice and springy. And because we did the foundation stitch, this is not tight, but you can do a normal chaining of, if it was 40, you chain 41, then work into your second chain from your hook and just do one single crochet in each chain along to get the right stitch count. You can do that, but it will be a little bit tighter. Okay, so to create this ribbing texture, we're just going to work into the back loop only. So we're going to chain one, don't count that as a stitch, and turn. Then we're just going to work into the back loop only. So instead of working under both loops like we normally would, we're going to work under just the back loop and work a single crochet, or double crochet in UK terms. I'm going to do that all the way across. We're just going to go down the middle, grab that back loop, and work a single crochet. Okay, so instead of going under both loops like this, we go just under that back loop and work a single crochet, and work one single crochet in each back loop to the opposite end. Okay, just coming up to the other end, and just check your stitch count is correct. I like to just make sure there's one right in the end. Oops. Let's grab that last back loop. Okay, so you've still got a stitch count of 40, and we're just going to repeat that. We're just going to chain one and turn, don't count that as a stitch, and do the exact same thing again. Just work into that back loop only. And just keep doing that, just working one single crochet into each back loop chain 1, turn 1 single crochet in each back loop. And we're going to do that for 14 rows in total, 14 rows, or for the width that you like. So you can make it thinner or thicker, it's up to you. But it's just basically until, if I put that down, until you have a rectangle shape like this. So this was 14 rows in total, including that foundation row of single crochets. So once you've got a beautiful rectangle like this, now we're going to do the fun part and just turn it into a headband. Okay, so once you've got your rectangle, we're going to leave a long tail for sewing, and we're just going to fold this in half like this. And we're going to take this end, and we're going to feed them inside each other like this. Okay, until you've got this S kind of shape. And then we're just going to sew all that together. So we're going to get our tail end here, and we're going to thread that onto a yarn needle. Okay, so once you've threaded that on, just make sure you've got this S shape. Okay, and we're going to sew all this together, which is going to be easier said than done. Let's go through that piece. Come on. Through this piece. And then through this piece. And we're just going to keep sewing. Okay, all these together, just looping it around like so. Okay, so I've sewn all of that together, and I've got a little bit of a hole here, so I'm just going to neaten this off and hide my tail ends, and then I'll show you the finished headband. Okay, and then we can just cut down our tail ends. Okay, so you've sewn all of that together, and then when we turn this inside out, you get this beautiful, nice crisscross shape like this. Okay, and there we go. There is our finished nice crisscross shape on our headband, like so. But I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Hope you managed to follow along, and like always, a huge thank you to Happy Braid Plus members for helping make this video possible. And also, if you have ideas for Yarn Scrap Friday, drop them in the comments below, and hopefully you'll check out the hand massager. I'll put all the links to that in the description below. Absolutely love it myself. And yeah, it's time to go relax and get cozy and embrace the autumn. I'll see you soon for some more crochet crafting fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.